Kevin, I want to start a simple chicken farm in Kenya. How much does it cost? Well, this question may vary, and it varies depending on the type of birds that you're going to keep. On average, the cost of starting a chicken farm in Kenya may be from as low as 5,000 shillings to even up to 1 million, depending on the number of birds and also the type of birds that you're going to keep. On this today's tutorial, we are going to tell you the simple cost of starting 100 layers birds, 100 broilers, and even a simple Kienyenji chicken farm in Kenya. But before we dive into the cost of breakdowns, I have one humble request to make. If you've not managed to subscribe, kindly do so. Hit that subscription button and also the notification button so that you can get notified when we put every new content and every new farming guide. Remember, we usually tell you that this is the only way you can help us empower and reach as many farmers as possible. Help us reach those 10,000 subscribers. Now, the other thing that I really would encourage you to kindly visit our website, farmworks.co.ke. We have 1,000 of farming guides that are tailor-made for you, and also to make sure that you gained something from your farming. Like we've said, starting a simple chicken farm in Kenya ranges cost between 5,000 and 1 million shillings. And of course, this one now will vary with whether it's layers. Those are birds layered for eggs, or broilers, which are birds layered for meat, or the simple Kienyenji chickens, which are the dual purpose. But to begin with, let us check the cost of starting a simple layers chicken farm in Kenya. Layers are excellent choice for farmers looking to earn from egg production. However, they require proper housing and also feeding and good health care. Now, to ensure a maximum productivity. Now, the estimated cost for starting a simple 100-bird layer chicken farm is 130,000 shillings. And here is the cost of breakdown. 100-day-old layers chick at 10,000 shillings. This means each is going for around 100 shillings. Poultry house structure. This is a very simple structure that will only accommodate 300 birds at 15,000 shillings. Also, for the entire period until they start laying, let's have an estimate of 20 bags of layers of feed at around 100,000 shillings. And also the vaccination and other miscellaneous cost of 5,000, making a total cost of 130,000 shillings. But remember, there is a key consideration that you have to take when you're venturing into layers farming, and that is proper housing. A well-ventilated coop that will prevent diseases and stress. Number 2, high quality layers, proper nutrition that will not delay egg laying. Okay, layers are very sensitive, and also you make sure that you supplement it with supplements such as calcium to avoid them eating eggs. And below, we've done a video on how you can manage to prevent your layers, birds, or even other chicken from eating their eggs. The other one is regular vaccination. Make sure that you protect your birds against any diseases through vaccination, and you do the wholesale schedule of vaccination against Newcastle, Guboro, smallpox, full typhoid, all those. Make sure that you adhere to the schedule strictly. And lastly, the disease management. Make sure that you do preventive treatment. Do proper checking out so that you don't have to incur that excessive cost when the birds are infected. And remember, once they are infected, they will drop down their laying ability. They are hardy and low maintenance, making them the best choice for small-scale farmers. The cost of starting chicken farm in Kenya is 5,000 shillings. This one we are taking a basic of 10 birds. Okay, now here is the cost breakdown. 10 Kienyenji chickens, which are small, maybe a month or two, at 2,500 shillings. A simple chicken coop at 1,000 shillings. Feed, this is a free range system. A free range system is whereby you lock your birds at night, and then in the morning you feed them, and then you let them go out there to search for feed. This one is the simplest, and that's what makes this system only to be better in rural areas, but in urban areas it may not work well. Now, feeds around 1,500 shillings, which making it a total cost of 1,500 shillings. Now, why would maybe someone want to do Kienyenji chicken? Number 1, they have lower feeding cost. Feeding reduces, of course, feeding expenses because they will go out and feed. Then number 2, it has minimal housing requirements. Actually, some farmers make it this simple. You just release them in the morning, in the evening you put them on a bread crate, They sleep there in the morning, then they release. That's how you survive before you manage to build a simple coop for them to live in. And then also they are hardy birds. They have good resistance to diseases. Well, that's what makes them best for rural areas. Let's check now finally on the cost of starting a broiler chicken farm, and we shall start with 100 birds. Broilers of course grow fast and can be sold within 6 weeks. In good management, even 4 to 5 weeks you can manage to dispose them. However, they require intensive feeding and disease control. Broilers feed 24 hours per day. Every time they are feeding. And this is what boosts their growth. The cost breakdown for 100 broiler chicken, each may be going for 100 shillings. You will need 10,000 shillings. 8 bag of broiler feed at 22,000 shillings, and then vaccination and other miscellaneous around 8,000. This one will require you a cost of 15,000 shillings. Of course, breeders have their own challenges, which is high feeding cost. I said they feed 24 hours, so the cost of feed, and of course their feed are expensive. The least I know for a bag is 4,000 shillings, and that one is 50 kg bag. Okay, then they also delicate and prone to diseases, and especially the waterberry disease. You find most of these birds tend to die in the first 2-3 weeks. Also, poor ventilation also tends to kill them. So they are very sensitive birds. Okay. Then the other one is, I said, high mortality risk, which may come from factors like diseases, poor ventilation, all those. Okay. Now, at this point, you're wondering, which type of chicken farming can I go for? Which is best for me? Well, let's compare the 3 costs. Layers, 100 birds, 30,000 shillings. Kienyenji chicken, 10 birds, 5,000 shillings. Broilers, 15,000 shillings. Now, when you're choosing your birds, if you want for eggs, go for layers. For low-cost farming, go for Kienyenji. And for fast meat production, you just go for broilers. And there is an additional tip, a bonus tip for you on how you can manage to reduce your farming cost. One, buy your feeding bag. This one is of course cheaper. Then the other thing, you can use locally available materials to feed your chicken. Yes, such as the feed waste. You can use cassava leftovers. They are good, by the way. You can also use normal sorghum, maize. You just need to milk them or grate them. These help lower your feeding cost. Also, make sure that you've done proper vaccination. Don't assume that they are Kienyenjis. Do proper vaccination. This will save you big time when it comes to disease treatment. And of course, choose the right location in terms of cold, hotness, and even whether it's in rural areas or in urban areas. In urban areas, breeders tend to move fast. In rural areas, Kienyenji are better because of the free range. Now, if you want to know how you can manage to make your good quality feed and the best way you can manage to raise your chick, make sure that you watch the next video on how you can manage to do good layers farming.